Hello everyone, my name's Untogether. Welcome to this Geoguessr challenge where I try and guess where in the world I am without making a fool of myself, and somehow the Google car's got itself into the middle of a restaurant, which is pretty impressive. We've never been this close up before. Rent a boat here, panorama, but Akvarage. So, okay. Now there is a Plan Grada city map. Oh, don't tell me which city. Tell me which city. So we got Island Cruises, we got Apollo rent-a-boats. Okay, let's but that, well, oh my god, well, it's a beautiful place, but wow, that is incredible. That is absolutely gorgeous. Holy cow. Let's go there. You and me. You and me. Drop what you're doing. I'll come find you. We'll go here. This is... wow. This is amazing. Right. Let's see if we can't see. Scala is the name of the boat. Now, right, Lockram. Is that where we are? That doesn't help me in terms of country. It's going to be... see, restaurant, pizzeria, see, again, they obviously like lots of British tourists, perhaps maybe Brits, maybe Americans, who knows. But wow, where are we? You see, from the imagery that's up there, I'm going to say almost certainly a Catholic country. But pocket jar, you see, I just don't recognise the language. Can we keep going up this way? Did he come through here? It must have come through. It must be a guy walking around with a big camera on his head. Dubrovnik. Now that I recognise, but I can't think what bloody country that's in. Oh, Dubrovnik. Untogether, think. Wow. Okay, I am an idiot. Dubrovnik. This won't beat me. Why am I thinking Croatia? Somewhere out that way. Oh man. This is going to be one of those ones where I'm just going to be kicking myself repeatedly. When I don't manage to find it. No, we did. It was Croatia, right on this Croatian-Bosnian border, all the way down here. So we are in, by the look of it, Dubrovnik. Now then, obviously lots and lots of coastline. So to narrow down exactly where we are might be a little bit difficult. But there's the cathedral, and so I'm wondering, are we approaching the cathedral here? Is this the cathedral, this big circular building? Because the imagery on there would suggest it, but it does seem to be a big fort. There's probably what they're going to, I don't know, maybe what they're going to call the old town, who's to say? So apartments and stuff here. There's a church. But again, where... so there's so much coastline. This could really be anywhere along here. Let's go back to our start location. So we have restaurants and marina. Now, if we can find this marina, so the marina is flanked by hills on that side. So I think we might be in here. I'm wondering if this side is this side here, where those hills are. And as we come back from here, so we've got this raised up area there, and I wonder if that's those hills, you see. And then a road that... is there a jetty that comes out? We can't really see. There's something that springs out there. So would that be this? With this thing here that juts out, that's going to be this, isn't it? So perhaps we're on this side. But where would those mountains be then? In that case, if we're standing here and looking left, we must be standing this side. There's no mountains along there. See, would we be then in here, or perhaps in here, to see mountains on our left to be enclosed in this way? Perhaps it's here, but there's no roads or anything there. Yeah, it's a tricky one. It is a tricky one. Are we up there, you see, or are we in? I don't think we're along here. I think we're more inside the city of Dubrovnik. And I've got a feeling we're just in this part, and I don't really know why. I've got a feeling we're around here. And because of that bit jutting out there, there's mountains to our left. If we're standing here looking across, then they're going to be to our right. So we're going to be standing this side looking across to have the mountains to our left here. So I'm going to stick my marker down on the road there. Let's see. Not bad. I picked the right side. 0.36, what's that? That's some... Alright, we were just up this road here. Looking out. So that cafe's got to be just here. And we were looking out, we were seeing the mountains actually across here then. To our left. So we were looking out across this way. But hey, 6,476 points for an opening shot. Didn't make an idiot of myself. Remembered where Dubrovnik was. Man, that ain't a bad start. In fact, we can't ask for a much better start than that. So, where are we next? Whereabouts are we next? Rio. Well, that's helpful. That really, really gives us a bit of a hand. The road worker here having Rio written. Oh, and again, we're by a massive big lake. So, Brazil, obviously. From where Rio is. Down here. Now, see again, there's all this water here. But we're looking out across the water and you can see there that it's built up on the other side. So it's not far, that's not very big in terms of what's going on here. So I'm wondering if perhaps we're somewhere in here. Let's have a look around. Let's have a nose. Let's have a nose and see. Yeah, so it's that inlet. I've got a feeling that's this inlet here. And that we're along here, one of these sides, and looking across the other side to the buildings that are there. So, which is going to be built up, do we think? So there's a lot of roads here. This might be quite built up here. And we might be somewhere looking across to that side. Whereas this over here, see, is this? No way. That can't be this little road that sweeps around here, can it? Let's have a look. Do you know what that might be? Are we going to get two in a row? Where we get, pretty darn close? Come on up the road. Stop mucking me about now. See, that comes to a huge mountain. Is that this? Don't know. Don't know. Because we could be anywhere along this river, you see, really. Or we might not even be at the river. There's so much water here. Let's see if we can't get some road signs. Hosp M. Kuto. So we can find that hospital. There's a hospital, which isn't the one we wanted. So let's keep Hospital M. Kuto. That might be our best bet. Why do they make McDonald's signs the same signs? Why does McDonald's get its own bloody thing along with hospitals and everything else? Right, don't see that hospital anywhere. Let's jump out one. We're a bit too far out there, annoyingly, to see hospitals. Gamboa. Trouble is, Rio is such a huge city that trying to find a single hospital in there where you don't really know what part of the city it's in. It's like trying to find Guy's Hospital if you don't know where, like if you don't know London at all. Or no, we're not going to have much luck with that. Let's keep going. Let's see if we can see anything else which might give us a clue. Obras de recuperacio, don't know. Look up to our sign, Heliponto. Spatial ambiente. Okay. There's a helipad somewhere else, but we're going to be in the same sort of problems that we're going to have. Centro Brazil. Botanico Horto. Centro of Brazil, Botanico Horto. So can we see those marks anywhere? No. What have been thrown into a loop? Curva Perigosa doesn't help. This is definitely Rio. But unfortunately the signs and things aren't helping me to locate. Well, there's a massive mountain with the thing on top, and I don't know where that is in Rio, I'm afraid. I'm afraid I don't know. That's definitely in Rio though, that overlooks the city. So we're certainly in Rio, we're going to get pretty close. We were back around, we're somewhere either near the rivers or the inlets. I'm going to go with my initial gut feeling, which was up here. Which was up around, so I think this body of water here is this body of water here. If we jump back to our start location, again we're looking out across the river, a very built up area. I think that's that. So I'm going to go somewhere here, and let's see if we're close or not, folks. 11 kilometers, 5,655. You know what? I will take that day and night. We were down on this lake here, so our hospital is probably going to be around here. Was it the Miguel Couton? I think it was. It might have been actually. I can't remember now. So yeah, we were a long way away. I could have spent a long time. In fact, I almost wouldn't have said that was Rio. I'd have said that was another part of it. But hey, 12,131 points after 2 goes. Come on. Our top mark is 16,000. Here's a problem. The gods of Geoguessr are going to punish us for getting close. This is a photo that an individual has put up, and so unfortunately we don't get to move up or down. I'm going to have to make my guess based on this photograph alone and any clues that we can gather from this, because our guy is stood. What the hell? Let's never look at that again. Let's wipe our memories of that. Let's never mention it again, you and I. We'll go to Dubrovnik together, but we'll never talk about that when we're there. We'll just talk about how nice Dubrovnik is. Holy cow. So, we have to guess just on what we can see in here, because I can't move anywhere. So, we've got a little beach by... I'll say this is a river. I don't think this certainly isn't the sea. It's probably a man-made beach, I'm going to guess. It's obviously a tourist destination. Now, that architecture, I really don't know. It kind of looks more European to me than anywhere else. I was hoping to see a sign or something on that bin, maybe give me a language. Yeah, this could be almost anywhere. But just based on the architecture that I can see, based on the foliage, the type of greenery, the type of trees, I think we're somewhere in Northern Europe, but exactly where we're going to have to take a punt. I'm thinking more eastern than France, Spain, Italy. Again, I'm thinking, I don't know, maybe Greece or Bulgarian coastline. I'm not sure. Could even be Romanian. but what I'm going to have to do, because I can't afford to be miles and miles away, I'm going to stick my marker in Croatia again, just because it's quite central. I think it's somewhere around this region. I mean, we might be out in Spain. I don't think we're North Africa. I think we're somewhere around here. I mean, we might be on the northern coastline of mainland Europe. I just don't know. So I'm going to stay relatively central, just so we don't get massively far away, because this is all I can do for this one. Wow, all the way up in Berlin. But hey, do you know what? We've still got 2,000 points. We're still under 1,000 kilometers away. So yeah, there we are in a national park in Germany. Right, back to normal Google now. We can move around, which helps us out so much. So we've still got 2 turns rather. This is number 4 or 5. We're on 14,300 so far. So let's see what we can see coming up here. Now there's going to be some writing somewhere on this sign. So Japanese, I'm going to say, just looking at that looks more Japanese to me than anything else. So yeah, I was looking for a price on there. Maybe we get some currency, but it doesn't look like it. If I can see, you know, the symbol for yen. Look at the vending machines. We must be in Japan. There we are. There's a stereotype for you. I'm going to say Japan with those. But whereabouts? Wow, so many vending machines. Whereabouts in Japan are we? This is the question. This is the question. Fortunately, place names, road signs, anything like that aren't really going to help me. It's obviously quite a small community here. So let's keep going into the town. Oh, blimey, that opened up. See, diving centre over there. Yeah, I certainly think Japan. I mean, then again, maybe it's Korea, maybe it's somewhere else. I don't know. See, that having that in English throws me a bit. Or would the Japanese do that? But the South Koreans might. So I don't know. Why don't you people put some flags up? That would help me out. So it's certainly a coastal village with a dive centre and everything else. But are we in South Korea or are we in Japan? That is the question. Yeah, I'm not really getting many clues. So I don't know particularly anything about either of those 2 countries to say, oh yeah, that looks like this and that. See you in Misaki. So again, Kanagawa, I think that's Japan. I think that's a region in Japan. I think, maybe. So let's zoom in on Japan. Where were we? Miura City. Kanagawa is going to be the region. And of course, Google Maps doesn't do regions. Or maybe it does. So let's see if we can see Kanagawa anywhere. Scrolling up and up and up. Kanagawa. Here we are. So this is the region of Kanagawa here. So Miura City. Why is that all in English, man? Anyway, so in the region of Kanagawa. So this is going to help us out from our last one, we're hoping. Miura, right down here on the coast, look. So Misaki Port. Again, finding where we are. I mean, this looks quite rural from where we were. So I don't think it's going to be massively built up. We might be somewhere around this area up here, perhaps. Or maybe, I mean, maybe on this other island. Well, it looks relatively built up around there. See, Misaki Port. Let's come back. Let's zoom out here. I haven't said that actually. Do you know what? Yeah, do you know what? I'll take that back. Yeah, this is the dock, isn't it? This is the main dock. and the inlet. So if we assume then that this long piece coming out here, is that going to be that? No, because there's that behind it. So that's possibly going to be that there. Let's go back to our start. We were stuck in a small alley back here. Just wondering, I'm just trying to work out which side we're on. So if we come up to the coast, so if we look to our right, we can see the main build up over there. I think that's the main port is over that side, and then this is right out on the tip. I want to say that we're on the other island. I want to say that we're on this island and we're looking across to the port. So let's put our mark. Is that port opposite? No, it's in that. So let's put our mark here. I think that's going to be massive. Well, it's going to be close, but not massively so. 0.235. Come on. Come on. Okay, we were set back a bit from the coast. I came out to here and can see this part, but we managed to get the right side. 6,459. That's 20,775 points. We are really not doing badly at all, folks. What's that? Another 200 meters in. So come on, last guess. Oh, this is one of these that's going to throw me right off. Last guess here. We've done fantastically well, even with the one we got thrown on the last time. Looking at the Earth here, this looks like Mars, and that immediately makes me think of Australia. Although those signs look American. Just does the road. I wish these cars would go away. What's that truck? Piff Paff. You what? Okay, well that's thrown me for a loop. Piff Paff Alimentos. Okay. Wow. Right, that's really not where I was expecting at all then. If we assume that they're not just visiting from somewhere. Right. South America then, Spain, Portugal. Let's see if we can't find. See, it's so much easier when they drop you in a city where there's some docks. So I don't know if that's Portuguese or Spanish. You see, I don't know enough about those things. It looks Portuguese to me, which again would say Brazil, but I can't guarantee that that's going to be correct. So, road sign up here. Get out of the way, lorry. Let's see what this says. Pesegem. No, it doesn't help me. Not even remotely. Probably Pesegem just means Weybridge or something like that. So. Okay. I think we're somewhere in Brazil. Exactly where, I don't know, obviously. We've got nothing to sort of help us here at all. Ooh. Lagoa de Prata, 27 kilometres. Okay, so that means we've got to go 27 kilometres up this road before we find anywhere that's sort of vaguely habitable. Well, again, I think we could be clicking up this road for a long, long time. So, Brazil is a big old place. The built up areas, well, I think we're inland somewhere. The earth stopped kind of being quite so red here. We're obviously on a relatively main route. Let's say we're on a main route between Brasilia and Sao Paulo, and let's put our mark here. And for the last time today, folks, let's make our guess. Hey, that ain't bad. Another 2,695 points. Got it right on the country again. And do you know what? That is by far and away the best that certainly I've managed with this one. Even the one where we weren't really given any help. We could have done really well if we hadn't had one with literally one photograph in it. So yeah, those marks, they are pretty darn good, folks. They are pretty darn good. So, 23,470 points. By far and away the best that we've managed so far on this Geoguessr. Like I say, we had some decent deductive reasoning going on in there. We got spread around the world quite nicely as well for a change. For once, nothing in the US or Canada. No offence to US or Canada, but the amount of times we've been dropped in there on a long highway with nothing around, it was nice to get out from you. So again, hope you enjoyed that one, folks. 23,470. If you can beat that, let me know. My name's been On Together, and I will see you next time.